Oh, 120 Spectre.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Alright, we're getting into it. Let me turn off the music before I completely forget. Get the fuck out, Mooty. Viper Smurf. 50 seconds. What if I unfollow? If you unfollow though, then it will be one person that unfollowed as opposed to Octagonal and Flatch. So I'd much rather lose one follow than two.
And Fletch is an Aussie, so he's worth a lot more than a Kiwi.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
I would definitely go that far.
Oh, 10
I went that
seconds!
far.
10 seconds! Oh my god! Oh my goodness, we're in the game. Oh, it didn't change properly. There we go. Hey, we're in. All right. Welcome. Oh, it's China. Jesus. All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the first game in this best of 5 series between noodleb0x and Rylo for the Australian Open in Group 4 in the first round. And joining me tonight, or joining me this evening, is the one, the only, Robert. Hey, Robo.
Well, you said Robert and then you said Robo. Like, now
Yep.
the viewers are gonna be all confused. Like, who actually am I?
I think they know that you're Robo by now. I'm gonna turn chat off.
Really? You
Oh,
sure?
that was
You
excessive.
called me Robert. You called me Robert. Like I'm getting confused. How do the viewers feel?
I don't think they're really gonna mind. I think they know that you're Robo and or Robert. I feel like it's okay.
Okay, well, if you say so.
All right. So what have we got here? Obviously, okay. So we've got Australian, and we've got a Kiwi. So I think it's only shut up, Octagonal. So I think it's only fair that that you introduce the Australian, and I'll introduce the Kiwi. I feel like that's the way we should go about this.
Okay, yep, fair enough. So in the northeastish side of the map, we have Mike noodleb0x. She's a Tasmanian, so she's only half of an Australian.
Oh, she's actually
but
from
we will
Tasmania.
forgive her.
I didn't know that.
We will forgive her.
Oh Jesus.
And she's playing as the Chinese on this map, Ghost Lake.
Yeah, and her
Do you want me to go through the map as well? Or?
Yeah, screw it, go nuts, mate. Why not?
Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, so she's got a massive hill to the south of her base, and most of her resources are sort of clustered around that. 2 of her stones, 2 of her golds, the first wood line that she's going for. So I think that little point on the map is going to be very, very key for her to hold on to that and defend it from raiding. The other side, there's just a gold, but that's almost in an even worse position on the outside of the wood line.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Until she gets a TC on that, I hope she doesn't go anywhere near it.
Yeah. And her opponent today, playing in the west of the map, in the red trunks, the man who's going to take this, I reckon he's going to take the series, to be honest, is Rylo. And to be fair, we've only figured out that he's a Kiwi in the past couple of minutes. He's led us astray, and he's kind of screwed us over a little bit on that. But he's playing in the red, and he's also playing as the Chinese. Obviously, the first game in the series is Team Random, so he is also playing as the Chinese, and right off the bat, looking at his map, I would say it's a little better than Noodles, to be completely honest, because what we have is we have a back-ish gold for him, which is really nice to see. He's got a much more secure and safe wood line, although the berries do make it a bit of a pain in the ass to get nice saturation in that wee alcove, which would have been nice for him to place a lumber camp in. At the front of his base, he's sort of got the same deal as Noodle. He's got hills at the front of his base on which one of his stones is lying as well. And that makes it a little bit hard because Chinese obviously probably wanting to go for the Chuko Nu in the as the game progresses, and you need castles for that, and for that you need stone. So it's going to be a little bit of an important area for him to hold down as well. And the worst of it is he can't even TC it. I don't think there's anywhere in there that he could put a TC to secure it with that. Apart from that,
can TC on the
you think you can TC on the right hand side? I wasn't sure. I don't have the grid mod, so I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks like it's a 4x4.
You think it's 4x4? Alright, well, who knows? Well, he's going for
Rylo stole the ball.
Yeah, I just saw that, the cheeky bastard. Oh my god. Lamer boy.
Serious plays coming in here.
It's going to be interesting to see how Noodle adapts to that. But I mean, we've played games with Noodle before, and I think she's going to be okay because she doesn't have a build order, so she can't really get too flustered if it goes to shit when she gets a ball stolen.
Can't stray away from it.
If she doesn't have one. Yeah, exactly. Robo is Australian. That's why he was introducing the Australian player. Looks like Rylo's heading out.
You think someone as amazing as me can be Kiwi? Like,
yep.
Seriously.
He's an Aussie scrub. So Rylo's going to be off to a really nice start here with that extra little bit of food coming in from the boar. And as the Chinese, I saw him heading out to gold, and I thought he was drushing, which is a little bit... I mean, drushing is very, very common on Ghost Lake, but not so much... It's not such a common strategy for the Chinese.
Oh yeah, because it's just so much harder for them in that early stage because they've got so little wood, so little
Yeah.
food. That if their build order isn't perfectly on point early game, then the barracks ends up being really, really late.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
And it, oh no, you go.
Rylo's mill was really unfortunate. That house there.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for any
Those two
villagers.
villagers just walked all the way around.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of inefficiency, which is pretty key as the Chinese. The start is just so difficult, and you really need to keep the food coming in really quickly. So a little bit of inefficiency there, but hopefully, I mean, at this level, shouldn't really matter too much. I think, is Noodle missing 2 sheep, though? Has she not found 2 of her sheep? I don't think she's chewed through all 8 of them already.
No, I think she has, remember, because
She
she didn't
has?
have a second door.
She didn't have a... Yeah, maybe you're right. It just
so
seemed like...
she would have eaten more sheep by now.
Yeah, and she hasn't picked up any in the center of the map either. She hasn't really... Oh, she's scouted pretty heavily in the center of the map.
She's
just not...
seen one of the sheeps
One
on,
of the
like,
sheeps?
just north of
Yeah.
Rylo's base.
Yeah.
But just the edge of her line of sight, so she didn't collect it.
Yeah, of course. We're missing meaningful conversations here. Octagonal, stop friggin', stop spamming the chat, mate. But it looks like...
That is a massive pyramid.
That is huge, yeah. Not Robo. Octagonal's just being a nuisance. Noodle moving out to take some deer. She's clicked up to the feudal age, quite a ways behind Rylo, to be honest. And Rylo looks like he's just going to be going for a stock standard scout rush, which is quite common. Oh no, he's moving out to gold. Is he going for men at arms? He's going 2 to gold. Is it archers? I don't know. He's sending third villager out to gold now. So you're probably right. It is archers. I only saw 2 out there initially. Yeah, now 3.
So saying that, he doesn't have a lot on wood at the moment, so he's going to struggle to get his ranges up.
Yeah, he is. He's obviously not watched my build order videos.
Or maybe he has watched it and that's why he can't do it.
Nah, man, if he watched it, it'd be perfect. It'd be fine. But here we go. So he's sticking up 1 archery range, and is he going to get double bid axe? Very, very important upgrade. He's got the resources. Get double bid axe. Go on, do it. No double bid axe. Obviously, he doesn't need it. Kiwis 2 Pro don't need those eco upgrades. That's obviously what's going on here.
Yep. Yeah, I guess that's one answer to that question.
Maybe he's
Not the
just
one that I
completely
would
forgotten
choose.
it. Oh, there we go. Damn, double bid X coming in now. Kiwis are smart enough to realize that eco upgrades are helpful. And that's what's going on here.
Why don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Noodle going for a bit of a... I suppose Noodle isn't Asian, so she's going to be almost genetically predisposed to getting these walls up, and as she's doing toward the south of her base, getting the wee wall, getting the walls up. See if she continues going for that. Bit of a late barracks though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she forgot to build a barracks.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the placement. I mean, obviously it would have been better if she could have built it a little bit ahead of her resources to try and provide a bit of a natural wall off, a bit of protection for a gold and stone, for example. But maybe she was worried that she wasn't going to be able to get it built in time because of any early harassment, or maybe she just wasn't thinking about that too much. But for the time being, we see a second archery range coming up for Rylo. Archers already being started to pump out. And what else are we going to see from Noodle? We haven't seen any other military production. An archery range?
She's just dropping it now.
Oh,
but she's
not on her point of view. There she is. Well, that's okay.
Oh no, the placement's not too bad. Oh, and she's going to drop a tower.
Yeah, that's a good tower. I think that's a very good place for a tower. It's gonna be able to help her protect her gold and her stone, and that just terrible area of her economy that you had mentioned as well at the beginning of the game.
Well, she's got to do something to protect it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Noodle isn't really the kind of player that likes to go aggressive until she's had a lot of time to boom, from what I can remember from all the games that we've played with her and such. She's a very, very apt boomer, or she's a very apt player when she gets into the late stages of the game after she's had a bit of time to boom.
Oh yeah, so she's probably just going to hopefully make some skirmishes and some defense.
Yeah, although
she's not on gold, so she can't make any archers.
Well, she can make 1, which is what she's doing.
She's making 1 archer.
Yeah,
and then
moving some out to gold.
Skirmishes.
Yeah, okay, she's moving some gold miners out there now as well. But the skirmishes are going to be a good idea because, I mean, she scouted the ranges, or at least she scouted that there are military production buildings for Rylo being placed up, and she can probably assume that since she hasn't been hit by scouts yet, that it's going to be an archery range or 2. So maybe the fact that she went up a little bit later, skirmish is definitely a good idea here for her.
Oh, but Rylo is heading straight across the map towards
those deer
villages.
Yeah. Has he scouted them? That's the big question.
He has.
Well, this is going to be huge for him then if he can actually move his army. There's a good idea. Come on, Rylo. Let's move. Move. Go on. Move. You can do it. I believe.
The last deer, it's down to less than half.
Go on. There we go. They are going to leave, but I feel like he's going to get there in time. And Fletching coming in for Rylo now as well. So this is going to put him in a really, really nice position, especially
Ooh,
to
that's
pick
really
up
good
these
timing
kills.
for him.
Yeah, that's
Just as he
fantastic.
gets in there.
Yeah, this is going to be great for him. And a little bit sore for Noodle. Obviously, Rylo being a bit of a lamer boy has put Noodle behind in terms of her food economy. And it looks like he's going to get 4 pretty easy villager picks as he shepherds them towards the wolf!
Oh, the wolf
Oh
trying to
my
kill the
god!
villager.
Rylo, I'm going to take points off him for that. I don't like that. I feel like he should
Yeah, I
just let the
know.
wolf take the fight or take the kill.
Exactly. Let the wolf go.
Exactly, but he's going to get 3 villager kills here at the very least. I don't think. Oh, he might be able to hunt
Go
down.
for the other villager.
Oh my god!
Yes. Woo.
Octagonal, get the T90 woos in the chat, mate. I know you're a mod to T90. Let's make him proud. And he is going to get 4 villagers, and that's going to be so, so nice for him. And there's the T90 woo from Octagonal. That's what we want to see. And the villager lead. The villager lead before those 4 villagers went down, it was actually dead even on villager count. But now Rylo pulling ahead by 5 villagers. It's not the end of the world, but it is a nice eco advantage that he can sit back on for the time being.
It is quite nice, but he took a bit of damage there and he's just walking into the garrison tower of Noodle.
Yeah, that's a little bit nasty. And I mean, he's not going to be able to push into Noodle's base because she has, Jesus, double palisaded on the southern side. And she's put houses behind the wood line, behind the palisades on the wood line, and everywhere else is nice and protected for her. So he's not going to be able to do any damage to her economy unless he wants to just sit at the base of the tower. But Noodle, that's right outside Noodle's ranges, and that's going to be a pretty silly idea as well.
Oh yeah, but Noodle seems to be heading out on the counter attack.
This could be very interesting. I mean, she's got fletching, which is nice, but did I see padded archer armor coming in, or was that my imagination?
That was
no, it did.
Rylo.
Yeah,
Rylo
sorry. Yeah. And now Octagonal doing the T90 walls in the chat as well. So the good thing about this for Rylo is if he does cling to this hill out the front of his base when he takes his engagement, I feel like he's going to have the upper hand in this. He's got the military advantage and he'll have the defender's advantage as well as the hill advantage. How many advantages does this guy need?
Oh, I think you could probably do with 1 or 2 more. Just
1 or 2
certain.
more. Okay, maybe the age advantage, technology advantage. That'd be good.
Get up the castle faster. And
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Micro advantage too.
Yeah.
Dodge all those shots. Pretend to be Viper.
Yeah, so now Noodle's deciding, oh, you know what, maybe I will go in here, maybe I won't. Maybe she senses that there's an army buzzing around from Rylo. I mean, she can see a dead wolf. Oh, here we go. Noodle's going to start moving in. She's going to see, oh, look, Rylo's got an archer on the hill. That's cute. Let's kill it. And she's going to kill it indeed. And what's Rylo doing? His response is to bring his army back, which is a very, very good idea, especially since he can't actually push out and hit Noodle at home anyway.
Oh, but hopefully Noodle can get to the top of the hill first, and then that might be a nice fight there.
It could be.
But
But she's moving. Why? Noodle? That's really
There's
unfortunate.
another hill though. She could be going to the other hill.
Maybe she just wanted a taller hill. No, she's gonna go. She's gonna run. I think she's running. Is she gonna make a beeline for his economy? What the heck is going on? I'm not really sure what's cracking here, but Noodle deciding that she doesn't want to take any sort of engagement here. And Rylo getting town watch. He's got a nice economy, to be honest. After going archers, he's got a lot of farms. Yeah.
He's got 800 food.
He does.
Just
Noodle's getting there. Noodle's getting quite close as well. She's sitting on 600 food and 200 gold. But yeah, Rylo's economy is starting to kick into overdrive a bit. Has he been idling his TC? Because now the villager count is pretty much even.
He did idle for a little bit, but I think he also did wheelbarrow and didn't.
Ah, yes, you're right, wheelbarrow. So that's totally fine. His economy is still going to be much stronger than Noodle's. And here we go. Bit of an engagement between the archers of Rylo and the retreating army. It's not even an engagement, really. It's not much.
Fire a couple of arrows, completely
and
missed.
then run away. Yeah, and here we go. This is the advantage that we were saying that Rylo really wanted to take. He's got another advantage. Upgrade advantage. He's going to have the technology advantage soon. He's going back to the hill to get that advantage. It's just advantages everywhere for him, really. He's throwing up a 3rd archery range. So he's going to have the military production advantage as well.
And do you think there'll be a siege worship as well? Just for that last
little bit, you reckon? I bloody hope so. That'd be good. But Noodle getting some nice harass on that house, that's always important. You know, just to let Rylo know, hey, I'm knocking at your walls. Please move your villagers. I don't really want to kill them. This is a civil game.
And just reminding him she is still in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and
just knocking on the door. Hey, I'm outside.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, please let me in. But Rylo doesn't really care. I mean, he's going to have 3 rangers up at home. He's nearly in the castle age. Well, in saying that, Noodle's also clicked up to the castle age. So she's not too far behind in terms of uptimes, which is good. She's ahead on villagers, but again, that's to do with the wheelbarrow that you mentioned. And she's also throwing up a 3rd archery range. Did she scout the 3rd archery range? No, she didn't. She's just being a greedy girl going for the 3rd archery range.
Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, but Rylo turning around, he could have archery range.
I feel like he still can. Surely he can deny that if he attacks. There we go. Yep. So villager dead, archery range denied, castle age upgrade having been completed. Although Noodle's getting some nice harass on the wood on his woodline, forcing him to relocate to well, not really a crappy woodline, but one just outside of his archery ranges. Whereas over at Noodle's base, he's starting to push in with his soon-to-be crossbows with bodkin arrow as well.
Oh, and there's not really anything Noodle can do to stop this. She's only got like 5 or 6 military units at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And all
And
Rylo
those
has to
crossbows,
do.
they can shoot all the way over that wood line.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be really, really nasty for Noodle. She does have another wood line that she can relocate to, kind of, to the west of her base, but it's not going to be the nicest wood line for her ever to take. Oh, to be fair, she's got one right at the back in the corner, so that should be okay for her if she really needs to go back and take that.
Yeah, just the problem is that moving all those villages over
Yeah.
there means that she's going to have to rely on the 700 wood she has in the bank instead of any new wood.
Yeah, exactly. And Rylo's going to be able to take this fight. I feel like his micro is just a little bit more on point, and he's taking some good trades before Noodle had the upgrades that she needed, although Crossbowman and Bodkin Arrow has come in for her as well.
And at home, Rylo's also killing her army as well.
Yeah, he's just doing a really, really good job keeping his military production up, whereas I feel like Noodle is somewhat lagging behind in that respect, and that's definitely reflected in the 28 military to 7 now in favor of Rylo.
And both players are going for the universities at pretty much the exact same time.
Yeah, it's almost that these guys are watching a stream and seeing what the other person is doing and be like, hey, I should do that too. That's a good idea.
Oh, I hope not.
Neither. I feel like they're
I
not.
wouldn't be happy if they were doing that.
He has a bigger army on the hill and still microing. Why bother? You got to treat your units correctly, mate. There is no point throwing away units for nothing. Of course, you got to micro. It's little things like that at this high level of play, Phoenix, that determines a heck of a lot. Like for example, Rylo recognizes that hey, if I keep attacking this house at Noodle's southern wall, she's going to get housed, and that's just going to put me so far in the lead.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody knows that housing the enemy is the best strategy.
Definitely. Although Noodle's going with the Siege Workshop. Have we seen the Siege Workshop from Rylo? I don't think we have. I can't see
No,
one.
we have not.
Unless the hotkey of my hotkey is not working, but I don't think that's the case. This is going to be great. If Noodle can get a mangonel coming out of that Siege Workshop and maybe trap
the
them.
gold.
Does she not? Noodle! Noodle does not have the gold. It's going to be quite
and she
difficult.
hasn't done ballistics either, so she's built 2 buildings and then not done anything with either of them.
Yeah, a little bit of a waste of resources. And I mean, Rylo's going to see the Siege Workshop, and is he just going to make a beeline for the wood line, or is he going to attack the Siege Workshop before he can do anything? I like that. That's good. That's great. But Rylo's in a really nice position here, moving into Noodle's wood line. And even though the villagers aren't going down, they are starting to. Oh, well, now they are, but they are just being forced idle and idle and idle. And this is really starting to hurt Noodle's economy, and it's reflected as well in the villager count.
Oh, and she's trying to fight uphill against superior numbers.
Yeah, that's kind of that's very, very nasty. And Rylo's moving another few archers into her secondary woodline as well, although they're going to get cleaned up pretty quick and easy by the military reinforcements that Noodle has. And Rylo's in such a good position here.
I think Noodle would probably be helped if she built a market and sold some of the food that she has in bank.
Yeah, she is banking quite a bit of food, and this is the thing that we're saying. She's not the greatest when it comes to early aggression, and Rylo just maybe he's seen Noodle play, or maybe this is just his natural play style, but he's doing really, really well at keeping her under pressure and keeping her economy from doing the boom that she really, really wants to.
Oh, and there's the market.
There it is. There's the market. Although Rylo's got one crossbow there that he could start denying that market for if he wanted to be a real pain. Instead, he's got a little villager pick on the farm. Cheeky bastard.
He's got 2 actually. He killed another one behind.
Oh, cheeky bastard. He's doing very, very well. His army is finally going to get cleaned up, it looks like, inside Noodle's base. But at what cost, Noodle? At what cost? This has done
20 extra kills.
So much damage. My god, the KD is ridiculous right now. 58 to 41 in favor of Rylo. And he's still got military at home. He can just keep flooding these archers across, especially since he's going 1 TC aggression on this as well. We haven't seen an extra town centre come up for him yet, nor Noodle, but it's because she hasn't.
Oh, Rylo can almost imp. He just needs to build his building and he's up.
He can. Yep, and there it is. Monastery coming up now as well, alongside the university. So he's going to be up to imp, and he's going to be up to imp in a very, very nice time, whereas Noodle is struggling to do too much, to be completely honest. She's buying and selling some food and wood. Not really sure what's going on there. She needs some stone. Although, does she want to go imp? Nah, she can't go imp. I'm not sure really what she's up to. Getting a defensive mangonel out. too little, too late, really. But that's fine. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe not, but Rylo's up to the
Maybe.
Imperial Age now, and he's got quite a few more villages after having gone 1 TC aggression. Noodle throwing down an extra TC inside her base, and this is the game style Noodle likes. She likes to be left alone for like an hour or so, and then she'll start joining in. I exaggerate, but yeah,
maybe a half hour.
maybe half hour, fair enough. Well, she's getting her extra town center up, so at least that's going to provide a bit of protection. I say a little bit of protection on that wood line, but once Arbalest and Bracer and all those sorts of good upgrades for the Chinese come in, it's going to be so easy for Rylo just to sit on that hill and just harass the crap out of her villagers.
Yeah, I think that Noodle will probably call it once Rylo hits him.
I think she might as well. She's not as bad as me when it comes to GGing too early, but I feel like as soon as Rylo hits Imperial, it's not going to be a GG too early at all. I mean, she's got a Mangonel, sure, they're great counters to crossbows, but Arbalest with all the upgrades, Mangonels just do completely fuck all, to be completely honest.
You need about 5 or 6 Mangonels to get some shots off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all attacking at once, so they can't possibly kill them all at once.
Yeah, of course.
But
and the strong 37-minute wheelbarrow. Oh, not Noodle. She's only just getting wheelbarrow now, mate.
Ooh,
37
nasty.
minutes, not. I mean, she's got a good number of farms to get wheelbarrow, but she should have had these farms a wee bit earlier. I like how she's keeping her sheep alive. She's paying homage to her New Zealand counterpart here by keeping the sheep alive and not murdering them brutally.
And he's not showing the same respect back to her.
No, he's not.
Brutally murdering her.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, exactly. If there were kangaroos in here, I'm sure he would be doing the same. But Noodle also up to the Imperial Age. Interesting. 40 villages compared to 51, although Noodle's going to be able to close that gap, seeing as though she does have an extra town centre working over her opponent, I believe. Yep, still no extra town centre.
One of the TCs isn't working though, she's up to him.
Yeah.
So it's all even.
Oh heck, he's in the Imperial Age. Never mind, I did not see that upgrade come in. But Arbalest, yes, done. Bracer coming in soon, I imagine. And
He's already done Bracer.
He's already done Bracer. He has done Bracer. I thought that's his 6+2. And we can see Rylo denying another town centre from Noodle. What is her response going to be? Yeah, let's bring over the Mangonel. Let's get a huge Mangonel shot on these pesky Arbalests as she throws up another siege workshop in defence inside her base. Could be too little too late. We'll have to wait and see. She's got one elite skirmisher who I feel like is alright. No, I had great hopes for him. But nope, they have not paid off at all.
He tried to be that lone sentinel guarding the gate.
He did.
Just
got completely munched.
Yeah, cut down where he stood.
Absolutely destroyed. Although Noodle's going for a sneaky wee play with the one cheeky crossbow sitting outside his base. I feel like that could be really, really nice for her. She, sits him in his woodline. That could do a lot of eco damage, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll do some damage. Some damage is better than nothing.
And Rylo going for the same house strategy that he always goes for. He's thinking, you know what? Let's house her. Let's house her to death. War of attrition? Nah. Get her to resign? Nah. Let's just house her so she doesn't want to. Also, she can't get out anything.
Ooh,
and now
Noodle has just bought stone for a defensive castle.
Which, I mean, it's not a silly idea. She does need something to try and defend herself because.
Where is she going to put it though? Defend the golden stone on the front?
No, she's going to try. She's going to try and put it on the wood line towards the west of her base, where the Arbalests are now moving in.
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't think that's a good decision.
I don't think it's a good decision either, especially since Rylo.
I would sit underneath that TC to kill those villagers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there is no way that was ever going to go up. Rylo with his Arbalests, just being able to pick off those villagers from so far away. And it's not as if he had to go too far away to get to them. He can just sit in this wee alcove. Although Noodle, bringing the Mangonel over.
Mangonel.
Bubba boom!
Shot.
Oh, that's a nice shot!
That was pretty good.
That is not terrible. From a Mangonel on Arbalest, that is a decent strike. Although, she's still lost quite a few villagers, let's not ignore that.
Well, she's down to half, Rylo.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not looking too good for her.
Rylo's even dropping more TCs at home. He's now on the 3 TCs.
Yeah, so now he's...
a huge army sitting at home.
Yeah, that's the thing. Rylo's...
Forward villagers too.
What are we going to see from him? Hopefully we're going to see... I don't actually know what we'd see from him. Does he have the resources for a castle? He's got the resources for a castle.
For 2 castles, almost.
Yeah. So maybe that's what he's going to do. Of course, Noodle does have quite a bit of ice directly outside her base. So, although I suppose it doesn't really matter when Rylo has the army composition or the army size that he has, he's going to be able to push in really, really simply anyway. I'd love to see Rams. I would love to see Rams coming up.
Yeah, Fort Siege Workshop, Siege Rams.
Yeah, that was
Just go
just
straight in.
so strong. But sitting the castle on the hill, that's going to be a really, really nice position for Rylo if he can get this bad boy up. It's going to zone off stone, gold, the farmland, or, you know, a little bit of farmland, some wood that Noodle has, and it looks like with the amount of villages and army that Rylo's bringing over to get this done, it's going to go up pretty easily.
Oh, and those crossbows are just going to walk straight into the Arbalest.
Yeah.
Mown down there.
Yeah, fighting uphill once again. This is a really, really strong position for Rylo to be in. Another good mangonel shot, but a really nice split. 2k micro. What is this man doing in Division B, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows? And noodleb0x recognizing the situation and calling GG in the first game for the best of 5 series for Group 4. Well played from Rylo, really strong the whole game.
Oh, he just always had that advantage ever since he got up a few legs. That
Yeah, exactly.
faster, got that first attack in. And
Yeah.
he just never let it go.
No, he just snowballed his advantage and a really, really strong play from him. Maddie, I don't want to hear it. Oh, I feel like that's not nice. I'm not going to give Noodle shit for that. But we'll come out of the game room. We'll head back to the really strong overlay, and then.
I wonder who made that.
Oh, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a really, really nice guy.
A really attractive Kiwi, I heard.
Yeah, man, that's what I heard too. So we'll come back out of that, and we'll wait for Noodle to have her 2 minutes, as she needs apparently 2 minutes for some reason.